Let's take a look at some positions now that will also give you points. The first position we're going to look at is the knee on stomach position. So here, Professor Mike has the knee on stomach. His knee is clearly on the torso, and his hips are pointing towards Professor Lane's head, and his leg is posted out. In this case here, he will get points for knee on stomach. Where his head is does not matter. He can be positioned high like this, or he can be high like this. It does not matter. He will still get points. Now, Professor Mike puts his knee down onto the ground. He still has the knee on the stomach. He will not get points because he has not posted this leg out. At the same token, if he decides to put the knee the other way, because his hips are not facing Professor Lane's head, he will also not get points in this scenario here. Now, Professor Mike goes into the proper knee on belly position. Now, Professor Mike cannot voluntarily take his knee off, go to side control, pop his knee back on, and get his points for the knee on stomach position because he has voluntarily left the position. However, Professor Mike has gotten his points for knee on stomach. Professor Lane shrimps out. Professor Mike goes to the side control. He pops back for the knee on stomach position, holds the position for 3 seconds. He will be awarded points for knee on stomach in this scenario. So the next position we're going to take a look at is the mount position. Now, at most, one arm is allowed to be trapped in the mount position. So if Professor Mike is able to trap one arm, but the other arm is free, he is able to get points, 4 points for the mount position. If Professor Lane has both arms trapped, Professor Mike will not get points for the mount position. Okay, so if we're able to free one arm, now in order for him to get mount points in this position here, his knee cannot pass the shoulder. So if Professor Mike is in this position, or maybe he's going for some sort of mounted triangle, he will not get points for the mount in this scenario here. Now this is not the only position where you can get mount points. Professor Lane goes to the side. This is also deemed to be mount points. This is a sitting mount or technical mount. This is also considered points. So if you go back to the regular mount position, now this scenario here, what Professor Lane is going to do is he's going to roll to the side. Now he's going to establish mount here now. Now what Professor Lane's going to do, he's actually going to roll to his stomach. Professor Mike is going to establish what's called rear mount. Now mount and rear mount are considered distinct positions under the IBJJF. Okay? So because this is considered rear mount, if he's able to stabilize this position for 4 seconds, Professor Mike will get an additional 4 points for the rear mount. Now when Professor Lane rolls to the side, now Professor Mike has established mount. Not rear mount, but mount. He's able to stabilize the position. He'll get an additional 4 points for the mount. So again, we're going to talk about the voluntary relinquishment of this position. So what that means is this. Professor Mike has mount. And he thinks to himself, I don't like mount. I'm just going to go right to knee on stomach or side control. He's going to leave. Okay, he takes knee on belly. He goes back. He decided to leave the mount position and then take mount back. In this position here, Professor Mike will not be awarded points for the knee on stomach, nor will he be awarded points for the mount, because he decided that he wanted to leave the mount to go to another position. Now in the next scenario here, rather than leaving on his own, Professor Lane is going to try to bridge up, and Professor Mike decides to take knee on stomach. Now Professor Mike did not leave the position on his own. He was forced to leave the position because of action of the defender on the bottom. In this scenario here, because that occurred, Professor Mike, if he establishes the knee on stomach for 3 seconds, gets 2 more points for the knee on stomach. He takes the mount again, is able to hold it for 3 seconds, and he'll get 4 more points for taking the mount. So the next scenario we're going to look at here is the rear mount position. Now, as you see here, Professor Mike has what we call hooks. Okay? What we mean by hooks is that he has both his legs, they're not either crossed or triangled. Okay? In those scenarios there, he will not get points. He must have the legs uncrossed in order to establish points. Now, the upper body hand placement does not matter. Whether he has a seat belt, double undergrip, or any sort of scenario here, or rear naked choke grip, the hand grip does not matter so long as he has control over the upper body. So what I'd like Professor Mike to do now is, I'd like him to lay down on the ground, and Professor Lane stays up. In this scenario here, even though Professor Mike has hooks, he does not have control. Because he's not able to establish control, he will not get points until the torsos are considered to be flush. Then he'll be awarded his 4 points for the back. Now, whether both their bellies are up or both their bellies are down, what's the important thing is that both hooks are in, the legs are not crossed, and he establishes control in order to get the points for the back position. Okay, so if you go back to our butts, similar to the mount position, at a minimum, one arm has to be out in order to establish it. So Professor Mike can trap one arm and still give awarded back points. However, if he traps both arms, he will not be awarded points for the back. So if you take a look here, how did the position occur? You may think to yourself, oh, this is hooks, I'm on his back. I kind of have a leg in the middle, I already have one in the middle. However, this is not considered back points. In order to get back points, he must have both legs in between the legs of the opponent. Okay? In this scenario, this is the only scenario where you can get back points. All right, guys. Next scenario here, we're going to talk about points for side mount. There's no points for side mount. Don't ask.
Good? Yeah, that's awesome.
There's no points for stop asking.